What's going on, everybody? It is, turn that fan off. It is Wednesday morning. We have a load going to Mexico ultimately, but we're going to take it down to Laredo. Drop it at our drop yard down there. It's 1,600 miles, so it's a 3-day trip. So when it comes to these kind of trips, I need you guys to tell me how you would like to see this, because I mean, I drive 11 hours out of the day. I obviously can't record all day, so let's see if Swift's got it here, if he's gonna need to pull forward. Got it, but I don't know if he knows he's got it. Anyway, I can't record all day. I don't have the batteries, and you don't want to sit there and watch 11 hours out of driving. At least I don't think you do, but I try and get the pertinent stuff, the interesting stuff. This intersection sucks right here. Anyway, just got done eating breakfast. 7:47 in the morning. Oh yeah, we got 45,600 pounds in the tube, so got a heavy one. I weighed it. I'm showing less than a half a tank of fuel, and it's 79,300 pounds. So turn that down for a minute. Gonna have to deal with not being able to fill up the whole way down. I have to stop and fill up a whole bunch, or not fill up, but get fuel a bunch of times. In that 1,500 RPM range. But from about 15 to 16 and a quarter, it's pretty loud. We're gonna drop off this hill. That is a pretty steep grade. is where the Schneider driver was confused on which direction he needed to go. This is Wheeling, West Virginia. Now, we're not hazmat today, so I guess I'll take my chances with the scale house, and we'll go through the hole in the wall. About sunglasses time. West is now open. I didn't even know it was closed because I haven't come through here in forever. I got a video that I'm going to try and get uploaded today. It's like an hour and a half long. If it's posted and you've seen it, let me know what you guys think on the length of the video, because I know you can fast forward, rewind, what have you, but it's a lot of video to have up there, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. It takes forever to get them uploaded when they're that long. I tried once before and couldn't get it done, so I'm going to try again today. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think on the length of the videos. Would you like to see hour-long videos? I mean, I can try and squeeze a whole day's driving into about an hour. I mean, that's like 10-minute clips. But you guys want to see that much, or if you'd rather not. This is what's known as the hole in the wall. Tunnel. Get a muffler. It's just stupid loud. Stupid loud. This is Wheeling, West Virginia. was 50 up there at the truck stop we left. It's 37 down here. Trucks didn't take 470, but and we're crossing into Ohio. Probably thinks that shadow right there is a line. They have a tendency to do that. Here out of the valley, we'll probably have to turn it back down again. Again, we're 79,300 pounds. I didn't get no fuel back there, so 79,300 pounds. I just came up over that hill, mountain if you want to call it that, in 17th gear. So any truck drivers out there, you know that's what kind of power this engine has. Everybody always asks me how it pulls. That's how it pulls. And this truck has 336 rears, so more of a flat land gear than it is a pulling gear. This one here, I'll have to drop another, at least half a gear, I would imagine. camera picked it up, but there's a downshift pulling a hill. The bumping of the clutch is mainly just to help get it out of gear. And then you bump the throttle, bring the RPMs up, get it into the next gear down, which is, I call it a half a gear. This is an overdrive button right here. Somebody asked me to give it a tutorial on shifting, and I will eventually, but this is an overdrive button. This is your high-low range on the front side. This button back here, that's for my bumper lift. I have a lift on my bumper for extra ground clearance, but it's not hooked up right now. So anyway, this is technically overdrive. And basically, if you know how to drive a standard shift vehicle, this is a 4-speed. That's all it is. It's a normal H pattern, and it has low, 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 but you almost never use low, low in normal trucking. You got to be a heavy haul guy to use low, low. Or coming up out of a place, you know, I'll hook it into low sometimes, pulling onto a scale or something. But for the most part, it's just an H pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. What makes it an 18-speed is, or a 13-speed. The 18-speed, you can split the low side, which means you can go first, overdrive, second, overdrive, third, overdrive. Well, you go first, overdrive, second, direct, second, overdrive. I don't need all those gears. Mainly, I use the overdrive in the top side. So what you do is you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you flip it, and it goes right back into what was first gear is now 6th gear, and then you can split that. You got an overdrive. That's what we call splitting gears as truck drivers. So like that right there, I'm going into 17th gear, but it's actually 8th direct. That's the appropriate term for it, is 8th direct. And now we're about to go in 18th gear, which is 8th overdrive. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you split it and you go back into first gear, which is now 6th gear. Sometimes when I change lanes, the camera doesn't move because I'm looking out of the corner of my eyes, but know that I am looking in my mirrors. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, split it, you go back into first gear, which is now 6th gear, 7, 8, yeah, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah, there we go. Damn. And then you got overdrive. So you can overdrive each one of those gears. So you got direct drive, which is the button backwards, and then you got overdrive, which is the button forwards. That's what makes it an 18-speed. And then technically low, low is what makes it an 18-speed. Because again, if you do the math, you got the 4 lower gears, and you can split them. That makes 8. And then the 4 upper gears, and you can split them, so that makes 16, and then you can split low, low, so that makes it an 18-speed. But when you say 18-speed to people, they think we're over here moving the stick clear out over there into the passenger seat somewhere, but that's how you do it. On an old transmission, you'll see a twin stick. It was, this button was done by 2 different sticks. They didn't have air actuators back then, so you went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you moved the auxiliary box, and you went 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and then you move the auxiliary box again. It all depends on what setup it was as to whether or not how many times you went through the gears. Most of them were 6 and a 4, so you had 6 gears and a 4-speed auxiliary box. I've honestly never driven one. Just got done getting some fuel in Jeffersonville, Ohio, and we're going to get back out on the interstate and keep on trucking. Got the laptop over there. It's uploading a video. I'm not looking at it. I'm just curious to see if it'll do it going down the road, and it's the safest place for it to be is right there, so without it falling and getting broke somewhere. So not looking at it, watching it, doing nothing. It's just over there doing its thing. Harley Davidson colors. That's Sharp W900. And he's coming in here, and I don't know how that's going to work exactly with this guy around the corner. Oh, he's got a Firebird bird on the hood too. Not a bad looking old classic XL right there. There's a tripper in the ground right here. Oh, the guy coming at me ran the light. So I held the guy up in front of me. And I was gonna let the other guy go because he was there before me, but since he had a truck in front of him, if you can see that movement in the camera or not, because GoPros are pretty good at steadying things, but that camera is me moving in the seat from the liquid hitting the trailer. I've had several people ask about the surge. I'll put it to you like this: the truck and trailer weigh about, this truck is kind of heavy, so I'm somewhere between 34 and 35,000 pounds depending upon how much fuel I have on. the liquid in the trailer is 45,600 pounds this particular trip. So the liquid weighs more than the truck and trailer do. And it's running from one end to the other. You know, technically it's this way, but for reference, we'll do it parallel or perpendicular. It's running up and down that trailer. Every time I have to lift off the throttle, that liquid comes forward, and then when you come down on the throttle, the vehicle's accelerating underneath the liquid as it's rolling backwards, so it hits the back of the trailer, wham, and it'll pull this truck right off its suspension, right up on its suspension, not off of it, but right up on it. I know liquid guys that have turned input shafts and stuff out of transmissions not shifting properly, and I prefer keeping it at the back of the trailer. That's why I accelerate the way I do. I try and do it where once it hits the back of the trailer, I grab as many gears as I can, and then when it hits the back of the trailer again, I keep in it and I try and keep it right against the back of the trailer as much as I possibly can. I don't know. That's my method anyway. I'm not saying I'm right, wrong, or indifferent, but that's my method. I got a friend who is real easy on it. He takes him longer to get up to speed, but it's ultimately probably better on his truck. It's just not my method. It's not how I choose to drive, so he's got a really nice Peterbilt also. I'll have to get some video sometime of it, but he's real easy on the throttle, and just you know, they say it's like you're stepping on an egg. And I used to drive that way until I started pulling liquid tank, and now I just right on the floor. I catch myself doing it all the time just to try and keep the liquid at the back of the trailer. And then when I know it's not at the back of the trailer, I'll go real easy until it hits the back of the trailer, and then I drop it right on the floor. So it's same deal with stopping, or even having to lift. Like when we pull real thin product, as soon as you catch a car or another truck or something you have to lift, you feel that liquid come forward and bump the front of the trailer, and then it's back there. It's what I call running. It's the surge going from one end to the other. You gotta watch in corners because it'll roll up the side of the drum too. If you lean a truck over too far, the liquid will actually pull the truck over. Also, gotta avoid dropping the trailer tires, the tandems, down in any kind of a hole making a corner too. I'm sure you've seen rolled over tankers on Facebook. Any of my truck driver friends that are part of groups, I know you have, because they're on there. And trailer tire drops down in a hole and the liquid rolls over, it pulls the whole truck over. Just because there's so much weight above the pivot point. And anybody with stationary freight, they can get away with it a little bit easier dropping a trailer tire down in a hole, but I would have moved over for the tractor if I could. It's a windy day. It's fluctuating a little bit. We're not doing too bad, I guess. Fuel mileage. You see, it's beeping at me now because the cars in front of me slowed down. I was still traveling faster than them. You see the distance, following distance I have. You could probably put another truck in there. In today's society. But anyway, I don't know how well the camera will get it, but this is my instant MPG, and this is since the last time I reset it. So anyway, we're gonna get on down through here. I'll fire the camera back up when we get down to Cincinnati. We'll be going straight through Cincinnati again. I'm not hazmat this trip, so we'll be able to go down through Cincinnati, and I can show you downtown Cincinnati. So we'll see you then. All right, we're in Cincinnati here, about 4 miles give or take from downtown. Beautiful day, 69 degrees on November 4th. It's crazy. It's 12:25. Phone was ringing. Buddy calling me. It's 12:25 in the afternoon, so we're, I guess, right about lunch hour. Traffic's not too bad. Been making my way down through here with that truck back there. This is the final drop off into town. Casino right over there. And we got a tunnel, and this is gonna be loud. Cincinnati Red Stadium. And this is downtown Cincinnati. And all these walkways right here. Are usually covered in people when there's a game going on. Right here and come back around and stay on 71 south here. keep in mind we're grossed out, so we didn't do too bad. That's the first time I've come up that hill loaded since I put this engine in. Normally I have hazmat on, I have to go around the city. Took us about 14 minutes to get through there from the time I turned the camera on. This is 275 right here. This is where I would come out at if I had hazmat on. The windows are kind of loud. Kind of a light day of traffic, even, you know, it's Wednesday. Well, I guess there's more more traffic going north right now, but I would think at lunchtime there'd be more people out. But anyway, so that's Cincinnati. So we'll see you probably in Louisville when we get down there. Alright, it's 10 to 2. We are just coming into Louisville. We're going to be staying on what's going to be 65. We are currently on 71. 71 actually ends in Louisville. Louisville's a good looking city. At least passing through anyway. I have delivered into and loaded out of there, but never been downtown in the city outside of on the interstates. Video's still over there uploading. That's a long one. It's over an hour, so if you watched it, drop a comment, let me know what you think of it lengthwise. If you'd like to see long ones or long videos or short videos. One thing always killed me about Louisville is right over there on the other side of the interstate from us right here, there's a skate park, giant skate park. Or maybe it's over here on the, they just built this stadium right here. Right at the beginning of the year, I think they finished it up. Didn't used to be there. And if you go north on that bridge over there, it takes you right into Indiana. Indiana's just the other side of the river right here. And we're creeping up the ramps. Pretty sure he's got a car in front of him. Yeah. She's on a spare tire, donut tire. So that's why she's going slow, I guess. Oh, she got him. Again, keep in mind, I'm grossed out at 80K. So if you're wondering how the truck pulls, there you go. I don't know what he had on the deck there, but it didn't look real heavy. Pipe, maybe, anyway. This is downtown Louisville. I think all of this over here is like hospitals and stuff, different. Yeah, see, that's a Jewish hospital, but I think there's all types of hospitals right there. No, I don't have my head turned and I'm not looking, but it's a great thing about it being on a hat. I can turn it around. But put it back on my head. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. He was saying he's catching me here in the center lane there. He might have had fire hydrants. That's what I was trying to think of. Kind of looked like they might have been fire hydrants. Ship those on flatbeds a lot. No, just pipe, I guess. Yeah. Not sure what kind of pipe, but pipe nonetheless. downtown here are really short, so traffic coming up them doesn't have a whole lot of room to merge. This is one city I usually run the middle lane in. This is all college right over here. University of Kentucky, I believe. This Harley shop always has get-togethers in the summer and stuff. Pretty nice place. I mean, from the road anyway, judging from the road. It's all college right there. And there's stadiums right over here. I parked at the stadium one time for the Louisville Truck Show, Mid-America Truck Show. I parked at the stadium. This was years ago, 08, 09, thereabouts. But I parked at the stadium and then walked over to the Expo Center. That's the stadium there. Center's right there. That's where the Mid-America Truck Show is, Louisville Truck Show. Keep it over there, double drop. And this right here, these two lots right here, this is usually where the non-show trucks, park. Always, it's almost like a whole nother show out here. Guys like myself don't think their truck's good enough, which my truck's not good enough to be in the show, because that's stiff competition in there. But everybody parks out by the road there. So if you ever come to the Louisville Truck Show, you want to come out by the interstate to the parking lot, check out the trucks out there too. It's like a whole nother show unto itself. Been out here long enough now. I'm starting to piss them off. I better get out of the way. There's the airport. It's 2 o'clock, so this is what traffic is like. About another hour or so, this will get pretty hectic and people start getting out at 3 o'clock. See, the northbound side's already backed up over there, getting on to 264 there. That would be the bypass to go around the city. And that's the way most people go. It's got more traffic on it than going through the city most of the time. In the mornings, I used to do a dedicated run and come up through here. This would be backed up the whole way down through here, down around the corner. Because everybody's going up and getting on 265 and the ramp's real tight. More of the airport. UPS. pop-up camper with the 2 skylights in it. I'm assuming that's an air conditioner hanging off of there. Gonna make it hard to see past it. Speed limit change. Yep, that's an air conditioner. Alright guys, that's Louisville. That's probably going to be just about it for this video, because the rest of this is pretty boring. Gonna run down here, jump on the West Kentucky Parkway and run the West Kentucky Parkway down, or I might go through Nashville, but here south of the city a few miles, well, probably about 30 miles, I'm going to be stopping for the night anyway, so I think so, yeah. I might run down through Nashville tomorrow, though. I'll show you Nashville. We'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow. But anyway, keep it shiny side up, rubber on the ground, safe travels, and we'll see you in the next one.